My name is Balaji Devarasetty. I'm the CTO of Vantiv Integrated Payments at Vantiv. And my role is I lead product development for integrated payments, mobile strategy, and also I lead the technology integration of the companies that we acquire. A little bit about Vantiv. Vantiv is a leading provider of payment processing and technology solutions for merchants and financial institutions of all sizes. We are primarily differentiated by our technology platform, and our main growth strategy is to further expand into high growth channels and verticals that includes e-commerce, integrated payments, and merchant banking. So with the recent acquisition we have made, we were bringing on about 100,000 customers onto the billing platform. So we were looking to improve the billing platform's effectiveness and enhance the productivity. So that was our business challenge that was confronting us, and we were looking for a partner such as Infosys that we have had good relationship with, that had the ability to scale up and that had the know-how in the billing industry, and that's how we kind of went with Infosys to solve the business problem that we were facing. Infosys implemented for us a Oracle revenue management and billing platform. And that's what they implemented. And they pretty much owned end-to-end implementation of the solution. What I mean by that is all the way from program management to design, architecture, implementation, system integration, customization, and training, and go live. So they did soup to nuts for us when it came to that billing platform from an Infosys standpoint. I think Infosys has a lot of capabilities in my view. You know, they have a good industry knowledge of the payment processing, which is very helpful for us. More so than that, I think the key differentiator that I saw was they had a strategic partnership with Oracle, which is the product that we were implementing. So not only the partnership is strategic, they were co-developing the product with Oracle. So that type of access to the product and to the Oracle team was a differentiator for us when we chose Infosys. When it comes to the value adds, Infosys brings a lot to the table. You know, one key thing was its partnership with Oracle, its know-how of the product, its industry knowledge, and more so than that, its core capability is ability to scale up a large team to be able to handle a large multi-year program was a key thing that they had. And also because of the expertise they had with the platform, they can bring solutions to us that are very specific to our needs and customized for us. And one last thing I also want to add is as we were implementing this platform as part of the largest acquisition that we have done, so there was a lot of demands for us in terms of meeting the Wall Street expectations. So the billing platform, which eventually generates revenue for us, was very critical. And its implementation was flawless, and it earned the delight of our executive client sponsors at the company as well. We had a set of requirements that we have to execute on, which Infosys was aware of. But Infosys went above and beyond and did more than that. And I'll give you a couple of examples for that. You know, as we were going through the project, we were implementing through methodologies that were more agile and iterative. As we were working with our internal business partners, we found things that we need to enhance. And Infosys did not go back into the contract or do any of those things. They went in and executed what was needed based on the changing needs. And to me, Infosys is always doing more in terms of what they bring to the table, and which in turn allows us to expand further into our customer base or into our partners to be able to enable the business that we need to enable for our growth. So Vantiv was looking at launching a program called Vantiv Advantage program. It's geared towards the partners that we serve in our channels. And as we were looking at that program, we wanted to wrap a technology around that program that would give our partners an interactive experience for them and their employees with Vantiv. And secondly, we were also looking at, with all of the mobile technologies that are out there, how do we bring that omni-channel experience to the customer so they can actually interact with Vantiv, the partners can interact with Vantiv anywhere, anytime, and however they want using their mobile devices. And thereby also we were looking at how we can drive the adoption of the Advantage program through this mechanism so they could be more in touch with Vantiv. So those were the challenges that we were looking at as part of the Vantiv Advantage program that we launched recently. So the key business drivers we were looking at related to, one thing was we wanted to have a very immersive digital experience for our partners that will wow them. So that was very important for us to look at. The second thing is, from an internal perspective, we wanted to make sure the solution that we're looking at is highly scalable and it's SaaS-based, and it is also cost-effective. And another aspect we were looking at was speed to market. You know, how fast can we quickly get to the market with something like this, as we were launching this product in a relatively short period of time, in about 8 to 9 weeks. So those were the three main drivers. Above all, I would say we were also looking for a trusted partner that we can rely on in terms of execution, and that became very clear that it was Infosys for us. Infosys, when we presented those challenges and the drivers that we were looking for to Infosys, they actually introduced us to their product called Skava. So Vantiv collaboratively worked with Skava's team, which is part of Infosys, to be able to build this Advantage app for our partners. So that's how the journey started for us. And you know, we only had 8 weeks to go from contract to implementation, which is one of the key drivers, and Skava team just nailed that timeline that we wanted to and went to market with us. But I want to talk a little bit about, you know, why Skava was important for us and how it actually met our business drivers, because that's very important to know about or even to share about. Skava 1 is a mobile platform which had some capabilities. For example, it had the ability to have a web-based authoring tool. What it means is now I can give the ability to change content or make changes to the content of the app that the partners are using through non-technical marketing and business folks on our team, which is a very, very critical differentiator that allows them to be empowered and not rely on technology teams internally. The second thing is Skava also had out-of-the-box integration capabilities so that we could do push notifications, so we can do integration with Salesforce. So those elements were very important for us, having that out-of-the-box integration capabilities with the third parties. Another important element is, because of the way they have the platform designed using the Skava Studio, which we can easily publish the changes, the app doesn't have to go back to the Apple Store or the Android Store to be able to get into the hands of the partners. So they can download it once, the content can be changing dynamically by our business users, and they can see the effect of that immediately. And those things hit the mark for us in terms of meeting all the business objectives and the drivers that we were looking for in our solution. This has a lot of ways to go. We are implementing it right now for one particular channel, and I think this could go much deeper into the company. So for me, if I look at it, this has the ability to ignite the mobile-first transformation that Vantiv is looking for our partners and customers across all of the channels that we have. And more so than that, I think the partnership that we have with Infosys is going to fuel that as well, because they bring the talent, they bring the expertise that we are looking for to make that happen. If you look at the organizations around the world today, they're all facing three key influencers from external forces. They are mobile, social media, and cloud. Those are the three technologies that are reshaping everything that we do in terms of the business. And every organization is facing that. And all these three trends, they're moving so fast, it's very hard to keep up with them, whether it's technology, whether it's process, how you adopt them, everything is moving so fast. So to me, the advice to the organizations is look for a strong strategic partner that is investing in these trends, that are actually keeping up with these trends, So you can actually partner with them and go with the pace that you can go. Because a lot of times for companies, they are not the core competencies. So relying on a partner such as Infosys to take care of those things while you figure out your business needs, you figure out your customer needs, and have the focus on that, marrying together, it's magic. And that's what I would recommend for organizations, to have a good strategic partner such as Infosys. For me, the relationship with Infosys was built on the foundation of trust over the past 5 to 6 years. I actually worked with Infosys at Diebold prior to joining Vantiv. For me, in the past 12 to 14 months, it is very clear that Infosys is becoming a different company. It has fully embraced design thinking. Case in point, as we were building the mobile app for the Advantage program, the Skava team, my marketing team, the technology teams all met in one room to understand what we are trying to achieve, to understand the empathetic aspect of our philosophy, our needs with this app, and why we are trying to build this for the partners. They did not stick to the traditional way of looking at the requirements, understanding it, and giving us a budgetary code or something like that. It's a very non-traditional way of approach, and that's why I believe that they have fully embraced design thinking. In addition, they're also bringing the domain knowledge and the power of the platforms, in this case, the Skava mobile platform, in order to accelerate the time to innovate for our business and also for their overall customers. Skava team did a great job in not only collaborating with us, but the key point is in bringing the app to the market in about 8 to 9 weeks, so we can launch the product at the Retail Now conference for our partners. That was huge for us, that was significant for us, and they absolutely hit the mark. It was a bullseye for us. So the Vantiv Advantage program and the app is now initially launched for about 600 plus partners, but we envision that going much further into all the different channels that we have and for all the different partners that we have. Because the Vantiv Advantage program allows our partners to sell, innovate, and accelerate their business growth. And taking care of the partners is not new to us. It's a natural extension of our long history in how we serve our partners with the focus that we have in the payment processing industry. Whether it's bringing our sales and marketing teams to bear, or whether it is bringing our scale to bear in order to help our partners to grow their business. And Vantiv Advantage program is just one of that steps to further us in that direction. And we are excited about it, and we are excited how this app brings more of the partners closer to Vantiv for us. I think there's a lot of possibilities with our partnership with Infosys, but especially with the Skava platform, I see that as an opportunity to ignite the mobile-first transformation at Vantiv. So when Infosys team presented the Skava platform to me, we were not even thinking about the possibility for an app, so to speak. But when we saw the platform, we saw the possibilities with it, and we saw what we could do with it, and then we connected the dots with the capabilities of the platform to the needs of our partners, and we were able to bring that to bear. So I'm looking forward to looking more of Infosys, more of their products and services, so I can leverage that and create a wow factor for my customers.